I was a very devoted reader of Style Bubble and Kingdom of Style, and I was a freshman in high school, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to have a style diary to keep me busy after school? And so that's how I started Sea of Shoes.
I had just gotten divorced and was a single mom with 2 daughters to take care of. So I wanted to start a blog so that I could generate traffic to eventually have an online store so that I could continue to stay home with my girls.
After I had co-written my novel, Secrets of the Model Dorm, I had a lot of free time and had a lot of extra money, and I was just sort of hanging out. I was going to Paris Fashion Week just to hang out. But I figured, well, I'm already traveling to these interesting places, and at the time there was just the Sartorialist and Hell Looks and Face Hunter, and they were all mostly focused on their own individual cities. So I figured, well, it'd be interesting if I could, since I'm traveling so much, I could take my camera with me and document looks that I see in Tokyo and Paris and Berlin, and maybe people can get a sense of how people dress in different cities. And yeah, it was like about 4 years ago.
I just started my blog because after modeling for so many years, I found it kind of strange to always be part of other people's views and how they wanted their own stuff to look like when I was in shoots and stuff. And I always had so many opinions, and I couldn't really say them out loud because you're not supposed to say anything when you're in a shoot. You're just there as a tool for the other people. So to just have a place where I could put my pictures and just use my opinions and my view on things has been really, really good for me and fun to experience, and also getting better at it. I think definitely just starting your own blog for sure. Because you just have to jump into it and start and try and fail. Because I remember in the beginning I posted pictures and they were really distorted, they're really long and they're pixelated and weird. And you just learn, because you're like, it can't look like this. You just have to figure out how, and you Google it and you call someone or anything.
There are sites like Typepad and WordPress that they're so user-friendly, they're so easy, they really literally hold your hand through it. And if you want to make it better, like Jane spends so much time photo editing, I don't, because it's just not something I'm good at and my eyesight's gone, and so I just use the basic stuff. So it's kind of like you do it on a very basic level, or you can just continue to grow and expand your skills.
Yeah, and as for the photography, when I started my blog, I never used a camera before other than just at a birthday party. So like Hannah said, it's mostly trial and error. If you look at my early photos done with a really dinky $49 from Walmart camera, they look really, really embarrassing. As you get better and feel more comfortable using a camera and with the manual settings and everything, you can slowly see the results with.
I kind of posted pictures on lookbook.nu. I don't know if people probably been in there. I just did it because it was a kind of a safe place to put outfit picture, because I wasn't 100% comfortable of exposing myself, because I found it a little bit different working as a model and then changing into Hannah as a person and not posing in front of a camera. So it was kind of easier to put it on Lookbook, and then I just linked my blog, and then traffic started coming, and then it just snowballed a little bit from there.
I think it's important to join in a community, but I think that if you go, and I've seen lots of other bloggers do this, they'll leave a comment and they'll be like, oh, you look great, and then they'll link to their blog 16 times, and that just kind of turns you off.
Yeah.
You don't
look at my blog, yay!
Yeah. You really have to work on your content. I know that when I let my content slack, my hits go down, and when I put a lot of effort into the content, then they start...
It's super important. The quality of what you put out there.
Yeah, people know when you're slacking.
It's just really important to remain patient, because I think when people start their blogs, they expect immediate success, immediate visitors, and when they're like, oh, only 12 people came to my site today, it's not really
but I think
it's not really encouraging when you see those numbers. But you just have to keep doing it for yourself, if anything, and then
yeah, I think don't do it for others. If your whole point of blogging is just to really try and get readers, then I think that you'll miss sight of what you're about, and
people's going to even detect that. I
think
it's more important that you really believe in it from your heart, and you put it in there because you find it super interesting.
Yeah. You have to stay self-motivated, because there's no teacher or well, sometimes my mom calls me and tells me I need to post. But there's usually nobody telling you that you need to post. You just have to stay motivated to do it. My blog's basically become a full-time job. I sort of earn revenue through advertising, which means I have to go chase down who does the media buying for XX brand, and where are they? Portland? Okay, go to Portland, do a presentation. This is like the not very fun part about being a blogger, all the back-end business side of, I mean, I do have to pay for these plane tickets to Paris and Tokyo somehow, you know. So I saw advertising. And then also in the last couple of years, I think a lot of brands have realized that bloggers have large audiences and audiences they want to reach. So more often these days, bloggers like myself are being approached by brands to do special projects, collaborations, whether they be design collaborations or contribute to their blog or magazine or curate a special section in their store. So that's happening a lot more.
I don't think that blogging has an expiration date, so I think I'll keep going as long as I feel that I need to.
Or as long as you're still...
As long as I'm still feeling inspired.
Feeling inspired and getting enough positive feedback from it, whether it's whatever you consider positive feedback, whether it's income or just a big readership or personal satisfaction or all of the above.
Until something better comes along. I don't know. It'll be a while. I got it kind of good now, so.
Yeah.